Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kiss up to God. To God be the glory for all of the wonderful works that He does. Thank you, God, for a new do over. Thank you, God, for brand new grace, brand new mercy. Thank you, God, for family and friends. Thank you, God, for life, health, and strength. Thank you, God, for a beautiful day we've never seen before. And if you've all off on the weekends, thank God it's Friday. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I haven't been on in a couple of days, but it's all good because you guys are still watching my videos, and I'm ever so grateful. God, please, if we are allowed just to say those two words, I'm sorry, allow it because it will restore and recover a whole lot of things. Those two magical words, I'm sorry, will make someone feel much better. It could just renew things. All right. This morning I came up with God's master plan. And it's because, this week I have certain songs that I really tune into when I'm dealing with things or when things are going on or when I'm talking to someone. Because I do talk to people, not just here, but I have quite a few people ask for my advice and we talk. And some of it is only my opinion and some of it is experience. And I feel grateful and I feel lucky that God chose me to be his vessel to talk through me with some things that I do say because sometimes I say stuff that people don't even realize I'm saying it, and they talk to me later and say, "Yeah, well, and you were right." And I'm like, "About what?" So sometimes when God uses you, He uses you and He speaks through you. So because He does dwell with it. So I'm gonna do the lyrics to Tamla Man, God's master plan. It says, "You may be worrying what's going on. How you gonna fix it with nowhere else to turn? With the weight of the on your shoulder, it seems nobody cares. Hold on. God got the answer. And those questions you don't understand. Don't worry. God got the master plan. He knows what's best for you. He knows how to provide for you. Always see you through. Hold on to his promises. God got the master plan, and how true is that? And I'm gonna back it up with the word. That's the song, but this is the word. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in a future. And that's in the word. She's saying the master plan, but first you have to pray and leave everything else up to God. Because when you are dealing with things, when you're in the thick of it, as they say, the storms, you're either going in it, already in it, or coming out of it. Because storms are all over. And when he has plans for you, and if you pray and talk to him and ask him to fix it or to do things for you, you have to wait and be patient enough to know that he is going to do it. You have to wait and be patient enough to know that God does not lie. You hold him to his word because that's what he wants us to do. He wants us to repeat his word back to him because if we do, that means that we're reading, we're studying. Just don't throw a bunch of stuff out there, a bunch of nonsense. Say it back to him because these are what words that he promised. These are things that he promised us. And we know that life is going to be hard sometimes. We know that we're going to deal with some stuff sometimes, but he got us. He said, do not be discouraged. Keep moving, keep pressing, keep going forward, keep reaching your mark. Because if it's somewhere that you want to do, it's something that you want to do, it's somewhere that you want to go. If you pray on and if it's in his will, it's going to come. But it has to be in God's will. It can't be our own will because gives us free will, but our own will gets us in all kinds of mess, all kinds of trouble because we're emotional. We think with our minds where we're not logical about some things that we say and do. We just say and do because that's how we feel at that moment. But somewhere down the line, that stuff comes back and it doesn't feel good, especially if we go on ahead of God and do things ahead of God. It doesn't work that way. It's difficult to wait and to be patient. And I can attest to that. I agree with that because it is, and he knows that we're human. And that's why he sent his son because now, he's like, why my children keep doing this? In the Old Testament, he kept destroying stuff. He kept doing things because he was so sick of his people. He sent Jesus to try to understand why are my children like this. I've given them everything. I've given them everything that they need, and it's still not enough. They still want more. Now it's understood. So okay, all right. Now that it's understood, my son is going to lay down his life so that you can have a life and you can have it more abundantly. So that you can have the things that you desire. So you can have the things that you want. All of that sacrifice, all of that. But you have to stay in his will, because if you stay under his will, he's going to make it work. He's going to make it happen. It is in his plan. Look at Joseph. He was in prison for years. Look what happened. He was over Egypt. He led our people out of Egypt. I mean, he didn't lead them. I'm sorry. Because of him, our people came into Egypt. I'm so sorry. Moses led our people out of Egypt. But look, Moses went in the desert for years. Some of these things happened for a long time, for years. But because of God's master plan, because of the things that he knew that he wanted, and the things that he knew that it was going to go through, and things that he knew that was going to happen, look what happened. And the patience of it all, and waiting on him, it's a lot. But if you really want it, throw it out into the atmosphere. Pray on it. Manifest. Get into solitude and talk to God. He already knows. But when you speak things out, you can hear it. And you can know. And when he start making things, making a way out of no way, and when he start working things out for you, and you sit back and you be like, oh my goodness. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for making this happen. Thank you, God, that this is where I want to be. Thank you, God, for bringing this person in my life. Thank you, God, for taking this person out of my life. Thank you, God, for this job. Thank you, God, for this new job. And it's all about him, and it's all about what he wants you to do. It's all about the things that he needs you to do. It's all about that. It's all about his master plan. But we have to set that, we have to understand, we have to do what we have to do in order for it to work for us. You know, read, study, understand his word, call him on his word. Do the things that you have to do, because once those plans come through, once he start blessing you on and on, it's going to be overwhelming. You know, and some things, as we already know, some things we're not blessed with because we're not ready for. We think we are. But some things we're not ready for, and God knows it because he has the master plan. He knows all of us. He knows each one of us, and he knows what's best for us. We don't, a lot of times, because we're thinking with our heads, we're thinking with our eyes, we're thinking with our ears, we're thinking with our hearts. You know? If he gave us some of the stuff that we wanted, and you might be laughing at it, but I said it's not meant for me to be 50 rich, because I'll probably be out of here like some people are, because I would have did some of the same things, probably tried the latest stuff, the latest substance, you know, because I want to see how it feels. So many people are out of here. So if you think riches is always money, you're wrong. That's temporary. You know? It feels good to have money. You know, after a couple of I wouldn't know I don't have any, but it feels good to be able to pay your bills. I'll put it like that. You know, he makes sure that I'm still here, and then I have a roof over my head. I have a car, I have a job, so I have the things that I need to keep moving. But I'm blessed every day because he gives me a do-over. I'm healthy. My family circle hasn't been broken. That's wealth to me. And people think wealth is money, but not all the time. No, wealth is health. Health is wealth. What good is having trillions of dollars and you dying? You know, what good is having some of these things and you don't even appreciate it, and you're selfish, and you're mean to people? What good is all of that? You know? And some of the stuff, as we said, is generational wealth. I did have someone say I was born with money. No, you wasn't. If you was born, that money was already here. You was born under your parents' money. You know, so some things you have is not even yours. It's from your family. But I wanted to come on and talk about, God's master plan. His divine plan for your life is set into motion. We have to walk into it. We have to walk under his will. We have to go forward because it's waiting for us. It's waiting to shower down on us. But you have to pray, and then you have to leave it up to God. You have to stand on his word to know. Go to Jeremiah 29:11 and read it every day if you have to. Listen to God's master plan if you have to. Do what you have to do to stay in the will of God and allow him to move you forward. Allow it, because you're going to look, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this is the plan that you had for me. Thank you. And and as I say, once he give it to you, thank him. Just don't sit and think is you. Thank him. Be grateful. Be appreciative. My name is Jennifer Brooks. If you think anybody needs to hear this, please share it. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southfield, and I am on the right road now. And I'm waiting for some of the things that God got for me to fall down on me, to shower me, because I'm staying under his will. Thank you so much. Now, y'all go out there. Y'all have a blessed day now. You hear? God bless.